Hey guys, it's Jacqueline. Today I'm going to be making a video about my New Year's resolutions. So to be honest, I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because they usually don't last for like the first month. That's like so true because usually when we think of the new year, we're like, okay, new year, new me, and we think that we're gonna set all these goals that we're gonna accomplish throughout the entire year, but they're like huge goals. So I think like the best way of setting a new goal for you for the new year coming up is to make small goals, because it's so much easier to make small goals for yourself instead of forcing this big change in your life. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of making the goal of losing like 30 pounds, just make a goal of trying to eat healthy 3 times a week. Because when you set a huge goal like losing 30 pounds, it's gonna overwhelm you, and then once you start eating unhealthy, you're like, oh, well, that's it. Like my whole New Year's resolution is gone, and then you don't continue with it because you think you failed. But if you have the goal of eating 3 times a week healthy, eventually you're gonna lose some pounds by eating healthier, you know what I mean? So every year I would set the goal of, okay, this year I'm gonna be happier, I'm not gonna let things bother me, I'm not gonna let this person get to me, you know, like goals where eventually that it's gonna break, like you can't be happy for a whole year straight. I think my New Year's resolution for 2019 would just to do more small acts of kindness. I believe that when you put yourself out there and you do something small for someone, like opening the door or asking someone how their day was, or just taking the time to just sit down with a teacher and just have a conversation with them, it means a lot to them. And usually when I make someone's day, it makes my day, so that makes me happy. So instead of putting this pressure on me like, oh, you need to be happy for the rest of the year, why don't you just transfer that good energy towards other people, and then eventually I'll be happy. Another goal I have for myself is to start reaching out to more people. So usually I just wait until someone reaches out to me because I'm like, oh, if they want to talk to me, then they'll talk to me. But then I realize like, okay, that's not the case. Like, what if they're thinking the same thing and then we never reach out to each other? So for 2019, I just kind of want to contact some old friends, meet up, you know, just catch up with them and see how they've been doing, especially the people that I haven't talked to in a while and we used to be close. My next goal is actually opposite of that. I want to make new friends. I want to be more social. I want to not necessarily force myself to go to events that I'm not comfortable with, because I'm not really the kind of person that goes to parties and like events and stuff like that, but I definitely want to be more open to that kind of stuff. I want to be able to make myself available to new opportunities, such as meeting new people. And when you meet new people, it doesn't change you. When you meet someone new, it can give you a different perspective on life. Everybody has a different mind, so it's really cool to just meet new people, listen to their thoughts, because we all have different ones. So I set this goal for me last year, but this is definitely going to be another goal for me this year. It's get stuff done, but don't let it stress you. So I know that sounds like broad and simple, but what I'm trying to say is that junior year I put a lot of stress on myself about my schoolwork, and I was just so determined to get the best grades I could possibly get. And that really messed with me. Like, it really struck the emotional side of myself, but I kept going. I kept pushing myself to the edge just to get good grades. So I set myself this goal senior year that I wasn't going to worry about it too much. I was just going to get my stuff done. If I missed a homework assignment, then I just get over it. Just accept that's a 0. Try to fix it, but if there's nothing I could do about it, then there's nothing I could do about it. So yeah, I did that my first semester of my senior year, and it actually worked. Like, I got the highest grades I've ever gotten, the highest GPA I've ever gotten. So we're going to set that goal again for my second semester. One last goal I have for myself is just to let myself be more creative. I don't want to hold myself back from doing things that make me happy. Like, I start to do something, and then in the middle of it I'm just like, oh, okay, this is pretty bad, and then I stop doing it. And then I look at those old drawings and I'm like, wow, I should have continued this because it wasn't even that bad. Because it feels so good when you finish a drawing or when you finish a project, because you get to look at the ending results, and even if it's ugly, it's something you did and it's something that came out of your mind, so it shouldn't be an ugly thing. It should be a beautiful thing because it was all of your ideas combined, and I just think that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's not all of my New Year's resolutions. I didn't even make a list for this. I just kind of put the camera there and I just started talking about it. I just wanted to give you guys some things that from the top of my head that I want to achieve this year. There's probably more, but I don't really want to set any goals for myself. I just kind of want to go with the flow this year, because that's my motto. I just like going with the flow. I feel like it's a lot more peaceful for myself. So basically, to sum up all of my resolutions, I guess it would just be to be more open. That's pretty much everything I said. I just gave more detail about what I want to be more open about. But I guess if I were to have one whole goal for 2019, it would be those words: be more open. Hello?
Anita!
Hello.
Chiquita bonita.
Yes.
What you doing, baby?
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.